Hello, this is your virtual life coach, Michael Lewis. And this is the first of an exciting 3-part epic series on how to be a roaring success in various parts of your life. We start with the star of the show, and that's you. How to be a roaring success as yourself. There are 3 secrets to success here, not 4, not 2, not 5. Yes, just 3. And yes, it is important to love yourself, but that's not one of the secrets. And yes, it is very, very, very important to floss. Absolutely. But that's not one of them either. And yes, it's important to eat well and take care of yourself. And yes, it's important to bathe. In fact, there's a law I think it's in Kentucky, that makes it a crime if you go a whole year without bathing. Everybody in Kentucky has to bathe at least once a year. And if you don't, the sheriff is supposed to come over to your house and personally give you a bath. So if you're from Kentucky, be sure to check your calendar for both your and your sheriff's sakes. So yes, loving yourself, keeping yourself clean, and the rest are very important, but it's not as important as these 3 things. Number 1, you must create yourself and continue to create yourself. Who are you? What do you want to be? What do you want to be known as? Are you a nice person? Do you want to be a nasty person, a curious person, a kind person, a dependable person? Do you want to be a funny person? Do you want to be a deadly serious person? I don't recommend deciding on your politics unless you're thinking of cutting down on your Christmas gift list. But these are all things that are up to you and nobody else. If you take a few moments and decide what face you're putting out to the world, you'll feel more positive about things. What kind of things do you want around you? Do you want pretty things? Do you want useful things? Do you want lots of color? Do you want no color? That sort of thing. Just splurge on it. This is between you and you. Now, the second of these 3 secrets to success is goals. You have to have at least one or several reasons for waking up in the morning and getting through the next day, the next week, month, or generation. Is there something that you're going after? Some dream? Is there some target you want to hit? Do you want a better job? Do you want to learn how to play the harp? Do you want to get that novel written and published? No matter how distant and difficult it may be, try to do just one thing toward it each day, whatever it is. And if you don't have a dream or a goal, then that is your dream or a goal, is to come up with a dream or a goal. That would be what it is, finding a goal to go after. Just as a suggestion, what activity makes you happy? That would be a good place to start, even if it's, lazy and dumb. Maybe there's a goal somewhere in there that you can go after. Do you like travel? Okay, maybe there's something there, like choosing places you'd like to see, or either saving up to go or making a career change in that direction. Do you like reading mystery novels? Maybe you could join a book group and discuss them each week. Get some goal, preferably a couple. We need to get you up in the morning and moving around. Now, when you're on the path towards something that you want, you'll find yourself happy and engaged, and you won't need as much caffeine to stay alert and energetic. And then when you actually hit that target and win that game, there's a moment or a day or a week when you go, yes! And you feel great. But then you need to hurry on and get on to your next adventure, because that feeling's not going to last. So we're going to take a look at what kind of goals you can define for yourself on each of these. And the third component, remember there's 3. So first 2, we had create, we had goals, and now the third one is help. You need to be willing to receive help, and you need to be able to help yourself. Why? Because most of life involves help. You look outside your window. Just look out there right now. Don't pay any attention to me. Just look outside your window and see that tree over there? That tree is absorbing poisonous carbon dioxide on your behalf, and it's pumping out oxygen. It's just working its little heart out, pumping out oxygen that you can breathe today. And while all that's going on, the sun is up there and it's just making sure that you don't freeze solid at minus 200 degrees or worse. Even those little bugs on the sidewalk are there, along with the worms for the birds to eat. Birds got to have something to eat. Well, that's what the worms are there for. And the grass is holding the ground together and making sure it doesn't fly away because there's wind blowing. And what's the wind doing? It's taking all the little dandelion petals away to make new little dandelions. There's your car in the driveway. Your car takes you places. Does it complain? Every so often, but it's pretty reliable. You know, it's a Hyundai or a Toyota or something. And the garbage people clear away your garbage, and on and on and on. So there's an awful lot of help going on. If you make sure that you are giving the help that you should be giving to yourself, like seeing the dentist if you get a tooth bothering you, and if you're being a helpful person yourself, then the world will open its doors to you. You're invited to the party. You're okay. If, on the other hand, help is not happening, like you're not helping or getting helped or arranging help or whatever, weird things go on. The world becomes odd looking and things start going wrong. It's a strange looking world where there's no help. And it's a strange life too. You can think of a time in your past when things were just kind of weird. You know, just kind of, the world seemed like a threatening place. Stuff was going wrong for you. Would you say that more help could have been occurring in some direction, either from you or toward you? Well, there it is then. Now, think of a time when things were okay and you were all right. Everything looked all right. I'll bet some help was going on there, either from you or toward you or whatever. See, there you go. So if you keep those three things in mind, creating, having a goal, and help, those three, everything else should fall in line and you'll be what's known as an individual. You will be directed. You won't be getting in your own way because you have a goal and you have a path forward. You won't be working against yourself. You'll be in charge of your own life and your own destiny. And there's more of a likelihood that you'll be happy. Here are a few things to ask yourself in the privacy of your boudoir, just to keep your memory fresh and just keep this stuff fresh in your head. What are you mainly being right now? Is there something that you would rather be? Is there anything you'd rather not be? What have you mainly been? What would you rather not have been? And what do you mainly do? Is there anything that you'd rather do? Is there anything you'd rather not do? And in the past, what have you mainly done? Is there anything you'd rather you'd not have done? What do you own? What do you have? Is there anything you'd rather own? Is there anything you'd rather not have? Is there anything that you've had a lot of in the past? Is there anything you'd rather not have had in the past? So you see where this is going. I'm not asking you to answer these all at once. These are just guidelines to jog your thinking. And the main line of questions, which should all be answered yes, are these three. Are you creating yourself and your life? Do you have goals and dreams for yourself? And most importantly, are you helping yourself? And that's all I have to say for now, except stay tuned for part 2, be a roaring success in your love life. So until next time, love each other, take your vitamins, observe posted speed limits, play nice, and never lose sight of who you are. Never, never, never lose sight of who you are. So long for now.